Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Action News 5 Digital Desk. I'm Andrew Douglas, and we in Memphis, we know we are a basketball town. That's why they call us Hoop City. We care about hoops. We love hoops. We know of no better sport than the sport of basketball. Well, joining me this morning on the Digital Desk, you have a treat this morning. We are talking with former NBA great Jamal Mashburn joining us on the Digital Desk. And Jamal is here to talk not only about his career, because we're going to be talking about his career, of course, but also about a very important campaign that is underway here with regards to colorectal cancer. Jamal, first off, good morning. What have you been up to the last few years? You know, we've seen you here and there. Of course, we remember your career, but first, just update our viewers on what you've been up to.
Having me, I really appreciate it. You know, I've been up to teaming up with Exact Sciences and Blue Hat Foundation to talk about people 45 years and older to get screened for colon cancer. It's a very important topic for me, and it hits close to home because my mom, she dealt with colon cancer when I played with the NBA in 2003 at the height of my NBA career when I was an NBA All-Star. So it's something that's near and dear to my heart. And if she would have got checked early and screened early, we probably wouldn't have jumped through as many medical obstacles as we had to. She was in remission for 18 years, and but I'm here to really chat about boxoutcoloncancer.com and spread the word and spread the message for people to get screened at 45 years and older.
Yeah. So, Jamal, let me talk a little bit about that because I was, as I was prepping for this interview, I noticed that colon cancer is the nation's second leading cancer-related killer. That is amazing to me. Because people think of breast cancer, they think of lung cancer, they don't think of colon cancer as the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths. And this issue of 45 years and older, it's just been a few years ago that they bumped it back to 45 years. It used to be 50. Can you talk a little bit about the campaign, Box Out Colon Cancer campaign? I see the play on words with basketball.
Yeah, you can obviously see that. And also, it's the #1 cancer killer of men as well. And also, I learned in the African-American community, we are more likely to develop and die from colon cancer as well. So it's important to get screened. As you mentioned, they reduced the age down to 45 from 50. And so that tells you that the importance of it. You don't just have to be 45 to get screened. You can be younger as well. And then also, if you're younger or older, it doesn't really matter. I think the conversation needs to be had about the disease and about how it impacts not only the patient, but also everybody around it, from the family members to the caregivers as well. So for me, it's near and dear to my heart, and anything that I can utilize as far as sharing my platform, bringing awareness to a topic, and especially one that hits so close to home with me.
I know early screening is so important, Jamal, for any cancer, especially this one. But unfortunately, and you and I both know this, right? We're around the same age, and that colon cancer screening test is a little bit, well, how should we say, maybe invasive? So a lot of people might be intimidated by that. What would you say to someone who's a little bit intimidated by the colon cancer screening?
Well, I think there are many options that they can go out and utilize. Probably check with your physician to find out the best screening option for them, and also go to boxoutcoloncancer.com to find out more information on the campaign. I would say the best thing that I would say is really go out and really not be afraid and really uncover what the unknown is. And it's better to have the information than not have the information. And the philosophy that I live by is, if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for your loved ones so that you can be around them in the future to create great, long-lasting memories. And this is something that is treatable and preventable if caught early. So I know there's fear around it, fear around the conversation, stress around it, but it's better to know than not know.
I agree with you 100%. Very well said, Jamal. What do you hope people take away from this conversation, from you getting out there and talking about this Box Out campaign? What do you hope people are left with?
Well, obviously we're in a time in March where everybody's concentrating on basketball and watching a lot of young men and women get out there in the court and really compete at a high level. And the first thing that I always say is you have to be available to play. So that's the same thing in life, be available. And if anybody can take anything away from this conversation, it's the personal nature of the conversation for me, meaning my mother dealt with colon cancer and my story and dealing with it, the emotional part, the mental part of it, and also the physical part of it, and watching my mother participate in the disease as well. So if I can utilize this platform to share information, and if one person over 45 gets screened, then that's near and dear to my heart, and I've accomplished something. So for me, it's just to get the awareness out, to continue the conversation, to open up dialogue, to be unafraid to talk about it. And to really think more than just about yourself, think about others and the family members that you can impact as well.
Jamal Mashburn, I appreciate you coming on and talking about this new campaign with regards to colon cancer awareness. Before we let you go, can you just update our viewers, we have thousands of them this morning, about what you've been up to, maybe when the last time you picked up a basketball, and what are you doing around the sport?
Yeah. Well, for me, it's last time I picked up a basketball was actually, what was it, Monday? So I still play a little bit, I don't play any defense, just strictly offense from this standpoint. But I was out in Vegas this past weekend watching my son in the Mountain West tournament compete for the Mountain Western Tournament championship, which they won at the University of New Mexico. So he will actually be playing in Memphis as a New Mexico Lobo, playing against Clemson this coming Friday. So it's great to watch him play and compete in the NCAA tournament, watch his journey, one that I participated in many moons ago as a University of Kentucky Wildcat. So it's awfully special to watch him realize his dream, or part of his dream, of playing in the NCAA tournament. We're going to be a fantastic one, and looking forward to watching him play.
Former NBA great and current proud papa, Jamal Mashburn, joining us on the Digital Desk. Congratulations to you and an amazing career, and congratulations to your son as well. Thanks for coming on the Digital Desk with this important message, Jamal. Take care of yourself.
Thanks a lot, Andrew. Appreciate you having me.